Welcome back to another episode of the Triple Threat Podcast. Today, in this episode, we went through what does this Super Bowl mean more for, or who? Patrick Mahomes or Jalen Hurts?
And it started a crazy combo, so that was kind of good. That was good. It was a good start.
We went into who would win more championships if they switched teams right now, moving forward, Mahomes or Allen. We talked about Myles Garrett's trade request. We also went into what Cam Newton said about the MVP versus a Super Bowl win.
And so much,
if that means
there was a lot of animosity, like last week's episode.
A little too much, but
you can tell by our faces. And Jake almost wanted to leave the podcast entirely. So it's a good one. It's a good one. Stay tuned. And also, if he yells really loud into the mic, we apologize.
Noise warning.
Yeah. What is it like the? Was it like the 20-minute mark?
Maybe 10 minutes. It might be the 10-minute mark.
It was early on.
It could be at the 30.
So
it was. Yeah, who knows?
If you have headphones in, be careful. Make sure you don't have it all the way up.
Yeah.
Pretty much what we're saying.
All right.
And then we finally went through the most rushing yards in Super Bowl history, like most rushing yards in a game. Went through the top 10 of that, and then we did a little draft for the Eagles and Chiefs all time. If they played on that team, you can pick them.
Never some good teams.
Then we picked the Super Bowl winner.
There's some good teams on that list.
Some surprising, some not.
Not really.
When you hear them, let us know what team is better or the best team out of our
all right.
three
Enjoy
teams.
The episode, guys.
Welcome back to the Triple Threat Podcast presented by Betalytics Sports Betting. Today we're just gonna be a little different,
Happy Tuesday,
because there's no games that's been happening. Nothing to read.
Girl time's back, baby. Girl time's back. Let's go. Girl time's back.
For some.
And also, I'm fully healthy. I'm not sick anymore. Yay! So there won't be any coughing in this episode.
A few minutes later.
Move on to the first bit.
Dang it. No cough.
Dang, well, we can't have any banter.
Never mind. So much for the no cough.
Yep. Hold up. I just got to cough again. Sorry. Girl time's back. It's back, baby. So, first thing on the agenda, who does this Super Bowl mean more for? Patrick Mahomes or Jalen Hurts?
Well, I think it's going to be... Actually, that's a lot harder than I thought, because setting the world, like, a record for, like, the first three-peat...
Insane.
...would be a lot, and I think could...
And Jalen Hurts getting his first Super Bowl as an Eagle.
Could do a lot. That's not
insane. But also insane for him, for his career.
Personally, I think it does more... for the NFL for Patrick Mahomes to win.
Well, yeah, because it's rigged.
Well, yeah. Here we go
again. Being rigged,
here we go
like
again.
You say. But, like, I'm saying having a team have a three-peat.
We talked about it last week. Let's keep it to last week. We know what you said.
Just keep going.
The people know what you said. There's many clips knowing what he said. So.
But I think it's going to forever be more for the team going for the first thing to ever happen in I agree.
History. I agree. Three-peat's more
Anytime
meaningful.
something like that happens, it's crazy.
Yeah, three-peat's more
This
meaningful.
is for Mahomes. Would that be more for Mahomes or the team, though?
Mahomes is on the team, so.
Yes, but it's between him and Hurts,
Logic.
not the Chiefs and Hurts.
It would still be Mahomes.
Is that more of a team thing or Patrick Mahomes?
Mahomes winning a three-peat on the Chiefs makes him one of the best quarterbacks ever to play football. It would make him the best. One of the best. It would also
be his fourth Super Bowl.
It would be his fourth Super Bowl, which would pretty much he's on the path of getting to 6. Which last time we said if Mahomes gets to 6, we would consider having him above Brady.
To be fair, Tom said 7.
I know, but we said 6.
That was before the 7th.
I know, but I'm saying we said 6.
No, it wasn't before the 7th. But it was like, I think we still need to. I think he's.
I think the fact that
winning a Super Bowl would put him on. Is putting him closer and closer to Brady.
At least 6.
I think it's bigger for Mahomes. All right, they're both looking at different goals. One's just trying to win, and one's trying to be the greatest of all time. That's a very different goal.
Very true.
I mean,
like,
very true.
You want to be the greatest of all time, or just
yes, but this is because everyone's talked crap about Jalen Hurts his entire career. But when all he does is win, but obviously that's not. I'm not talking about Super Bowls, obviously, because he hasn't won one.
A lot of guys have.
But all his career, he's done is win, and he gets more crap than like Brock Purdy does. And Brock Purdy was like, yes, he does.
Except for against
for how much his team
he can't win
wins,
against them.
For how much his team wins, Jalen Hurts gets more crap than Brock Purdy does.
He didn't win this year.
To
No
be
one
fair,
said crap about him this year.
Brock Purdy and I don't like
Purdy?
Brock Purdy
Yeah.
is a very
Bro,
bad.
everyone
I think
talked
Brock-
crap
no,
about Brock
not
Purdy.
this year.
Brock Purdy
Yes, they
Not
did.
this year.
Yes, they
Jake,
did.
Shut up and let me finish.
I was talking. What are you talking about?
I am talking
Bro,
too.
who was talking?
Me.
Was I giving my point or no?
I am.
Oh, we're back to the hostility this episode.
No, because
It's
you tried to cut me off when
It's
I'm
so
trying to get
funny.
my
And you are
answer.
cut off.
Oh.
Now back to what I was saying.
That would be insane if
I
you
would
did
never do
that.
that.
Just go.
That would be
Brock Purdy is a
insane.
horrible analogy for that.
No,
because-
it's not. No,
All
it's
right.
not.
Do you want to? How
Just let
many?
him talk.
How
Just
many
let
last
him
overall
talk.
picks are we going to compare to a? What round pick was Jalen Hurts?
I believe he was first. No, first or second, something like that. But I don't
He was
remember.
he was a first day draft.
I thought you'd piss me off.
Good.
Okay, no. Why is it a bad analogy, Michael?
Because no one should ever compare the last overall pick. Oh, because he doesn't get. Yeah, he should get a little bit more grace because he's not anywhere near supposed to be on his level. He didn't go to Alabama.
He's
He went-
53rd overall in the
Okay.
second round of the draft.
That's
So he's a
second-
second round pick.
Yeah, second round pick.
Okay, I'm just saying based on what kind of, or based on throughout their career, how much criticism they get. I know Brock Purdy was the last pick in the draft, but based on how much crap Jalen Hurts has got throughout his career, he might as well be the last pick in the draft. Disagree.
I think.
I'm trying to think of how to respond.
I
to
think
that.
when it comes to Brock Purdy and Jalen Hurts situations are kind of the same, but also different in different ways.
Brock Purdy should have
I
won a
think-
Super Bowl by now, based on what team he's had his whole career.
I won't disagree, but it's just he had to
A
go
lot
against
of
Patrick
a
Mahomes
lot
to
of
win.
quarterbacks should have won before, like in the past. But
I'm
what
just-
ended up going against
Jimmy
Tom
should have
Brady.
won. Jimmy should have won when he was on that team.
Yeah,
At least one.
he should have won 2 now because
Exactly.
actually he only went to 1 with.
I think there is a difference between Brock Purdy and Jalen Hurts, and I said there are differences.
Okay,
and I was trying to explain the differences. The difference is that, like Michael already mentioned, he's a last round draft pick. No one expected him to be that good. In the 49ers' mind, they were already set on Trey Lance being the starter of the 49ers and taking them to the Super Bowl because of what they saw from him on the field. We saw glimpses
Can I-
of Brock Purdy,
Can I
but
give
we
a
didn't
quarterback
see
that'd be better
fully.
comparison for
Okay.
Jalen Hurts in the situation he's in
Go
without
ahead.
winning? Josh Allen. Both of them are higher drafted, and they both were expected to at least.
Josh
have at least
Allen was
one
a
Super Bowl.
top. What was he? He was a top 10 pick, I think.
I'm good. That's a good compare. I'm saying. I'm
Jalen Hurts
comparing-
was a second round pick.
I'm just comparing it to him because they're both.
Well, I was trying to. This would make more sense if I was able to finish my point, but
But anyway,
I
but I'm
wasn't
saying
able
Josh
to.
Allen's a better comparison than
He was
the last
picked up 7th overall in the 2018 draft.
That's
Josh
still.
Allen.
Oh,
So he was top 10
That's
draft
not-
pick. He was a top 10 draft pick.
That's still 40 picks off, and versus. How many
Okay.
100 picks off.
Michael,
7
I'm
rounds.
trying to
He's
make
got
a
rounds.
point, but you wouldn't let me, and you got caught on Brock Purdy. You got caught up on Brock
Yeah.
Purdy.
Brock Purdy was. That's what.
Let me
That's- if
finish
once you get-
my point.
Okay.
Finish your
There's,
point.
let's finish your point. Finish your
I was
point.
trying to give my answer.
Then give your answer. Go ahead. Me and Michael will shut
I'm
up.
not
I will
trying.
let you-
I'm not
I'm
trying
let-
to
I'm
get
letting-
mad at you, but you can't cut me off when you hear Brock Purdy, and then not let me finish and explain
then
why.
we're letting you
I am
finish-
letting you
finish your
finish
statement.
your
Finish your
statements, and you should. Come on.
Just let him finish. Let him finish. Go
You
ahead.
got this, buddy.
All right. The reason I was comparing him to Brock Purdy was because of the amount of criticism they get based on how they play based on the way people look at them as NFL quarterbacks. Because we all agree that we all know who the top 4 quarterbacks are. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's like because like throughout his career no one believed in him and like he didn't like burst onto the scene and like do what Patrick Mahomes did.
Hurts was behind Wentz his first year, correct?
No.
No, he's behind somebody else. I don't know
Behind somebody else. I don't
I don't
remember
know
who the
who-
quarterback was. I thought it was Wentz.
who started for him before.
Because
I
he
don't
was
know.
drafted in 20.
But anyway,
20.
I just think that Jalen Hurts gets more like this would mean more for Jalen Hurts because of the amount of crap he gets for all he does is win in his career. So like I just think that yes, Patrick Mahomes winning a third straight Super Bowl and winning 4 Super Bowls in like 8 years, I think. Like yes, he would be the first. They would be the first team to ever have a three-peat.
Yeah, no, it was right. It was Carson Wentz.
Yeah,
he would be on pace to get to how many Super Bowls Tom Brady has.
He'd be 3 off from him, which is insane.
Dang.
I just think that
27?
for all the
29, okay.
adversity and
Older than I thought.
all the what's the word? Like just all the criticism that he's gotten that no one really believes in Jalen Hurts, this would mean more for his legacy than Patrick Mahomes, because everyone knows Patrick Mahomes is going to win more Super Bowls probably. Like he's more likely than not going to get pretty close to what Tom Brady is at with Super Bowls.
I think he'll be playing to his late 30s, so yeah.
But I guarantee there's more people that think that Jalen Hurts won't win a Super Bowl than Patrick Mahomes will get to Tom Brady's amount of Super Bowls.
I think when you were speaking on specifically with the I think I also got a little triggered when he said the Brock Purdy comparison, and I think it's only because
just ignored like where they were drafted.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna mention it again. All I was saying was that I think I think when it comes down to other than the 4, I don't think I had Brock Purdy higher than 15, 14, maybe, if we're being lucky. And Jalen Hurts is top 10, 7, 6, somewhere in that range.
Yeah.
Borderline 5 if we really want to have that conversation. But like, I think that's the only reason I was triggered, because you're comparing a top 10 to a top 15.
It's pretty close. He's not like bottom and that's just third.
But then also you have to understand that Jalen Hurts is probably better. I would say he's better at throwing the football than Brock Purdy is. I would say he's probably a better pocket presence than Jalen Hurts is a better pocket presence than Brock Purdy.
What year was Hurts drafted? He was drafted in 19?
2020.
Yeah, 2020. He was a 2020 draft pick, yeah.
He's also been in the league for 2 years more than him.
I don't really count that though, because he was a backup his first year.
But
he didn't really start until his second season.
He said a year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just based on the amount of criticism that this guy gets, which I think is ridiculous. For how much he wins.
I still think there's a few other quarterbacks who get a lot of criticism as well, who also have not won Super Bowls. Like
sure.
I hate to say this, I'm going to say like Lamar Jackson. He gets a lot of hate for.
Lamar gets a lot of hate for different things.
The top 4 minus Patrick Mahomes gets a lot of criticism because they haven't won.
Stuff in general for not winning.
The top 4 get a lot of criticism regardless.
Ton of it.
Yes, I mean
first overall pick.
You're obviously going to get criticism if you don't win Super Bowls, regardless of like where you were drafted or what your team looks like or anything like that.
I feel like that the hate's been different for Brock Purdy in that sense. It's always just been if he's just been a system quarterback. If that's the only reason why
he's a game manager.
That's what they've been calling Jalen Hurts.
He has the players. He just needs to get it to him.
All right. Anyway,
I don't know. I just think that the criticism is crazy.
I don't think any. Hold on, that didn't even answer the question.
I don't think you did.
I did.
I would say Patrick, just because I think the 3-peat just adds more to his legacy. In my own personal opinion, but
I'm not trying to bring this back up, but if they win, I think there's a very good possibility there might be an investigation.
There might be, honestly, but if you can't do anything if they win. They're not going to take the trophy away. I'm not saying they would take it away, but there would be a huge asterisk and it would be diminished. No.
In some capacities.
A lot of Tom Brady's Super Bowls has asterisks next to it.
If you want. You got the Deflategate, you got
so
the tuck rule.
It sounds like quarterbacks just have a lot of asterisks to their Super Bowls.
Not with like
favoritism
in cahoots with the referees. Like that's a little different.
Yeah.
Than deflating footballs. But
there's
next question.
also the cheating scandal, but
Yeah, that one.
If
Tomato.
If they switched, who would win more? Who would have more championships, Allen or Mahomes?
Allen.
Or should we say who would, moving forward?
Oh, moving forward?
Allen.
If you take them
Allen.
right now, switch them on to the Mahomes on the Bills and Josh Allen on the Chiefs, who would win more Super Bowls for the rest of their career?
Josh Allen. Because I don't think Mahomes would win with that roster. Because Josh Allen's not winning with that roster. I don't think either.
Mahomes has won with a roster like that.
I need to think about this now.
Their defense is also not as good as the Chiefs' defense has been.
Yeah, but do you think that Mahomes is...
He's had a bad offense, but great defenses still.
Not his first Super Bowl. His first Super Bowl, his defense was bad.
But he had an amazing offense.
I'm like...
He had something amazing to back up one of the sides being down.
Yeah, but would you say that Mahomes has the intangibles...
And the outlier and all that is Andy Reid.
The clutch gene...
Andy Reid.
To overcome that. Because he's overcome having terrible skill position players. I don't think his defense has been like top 5 every single year.
But his offense, when the years that his defense wasn't, his offense was.
I think you have coaching is probably the biggest factor. Coaching's probably the biggest factor.
Bill's coaching staff is good,
but then also if you think about it, if Allen were to go to the Chiefs now, currently, Andy Reid's not going to be there. So that adds.
Why would Andy Reid be there?
Well, most likely he will be retaring. Unless something crazy. I'm saying he might. I said he might.
I think he might retire.
There's a possibility
he might retire
that he
with
retires.
Mahomes too.
Yeah.
So we don't
I don't know, but if
we're just going with things stay the same as they are.
Okay, then it'd be Allen.
I think Allen will.
Then it'd be Allen.
I think
Mahomes is great.
Reid signed an extension though.
Creed Humphreys.
I saw something that said he was gonna retire. I didn't say he was gonna retire. I just said I saw something.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm not trying to say Mahomes is only winning because of the supporting staff, but I don't think Josh Allen would lose with that supporting staff.
You mean if Josh Allen was playing with Travis Kelce?
D-Hop right now.
D-Hop right now. Rashid Rice when he's healthy.
His best receivers have been. Yeah. Like, it would be close. It would be. I think it'd be AFC championships every year. But still, I think it would be the Chiefs still win.
I think it would probably be. I don't know. Because that's hard. Because Mahomes, he just knows how to win. Like, it doesn't. Like, I don't think it really matters if his defense is bad. Like, I think if you put Mahomes on the Bills, and yes, their defense isn't great, but I think he'll figure out a way to outscore teams. Like, he just figures it out. Like, regardless of what the team looks like. Because, like you said, he's always had, like, some years he's had great offenses and he had a bad defense. Other years he's had a really good defense and not a great offense. So, like, I don't know if I would take...
But I feel like if both of them are down, it's going to be really hard.
I'd probably take Josh Allen, but it's hard because I think Mahomes is able to... Like, he's like a chameleon. Like, he could just do whatever is like...
That's a good way to put it. But, like, that's why exactly what I said. It's going to be close every year. It's going to be right to the AFC Championship.
Yeah,
I feel like it's just gonna the tipping edge will be the great supporting cast.
I think the tipping point is that Josh Allen would have Andy Reid.
That's
yes, the coaching. It's the coaching.
I think Andy Reid is better than Bill Belichick. Coaching is the X factor
because I think Andy Reid does better with his players than Sean McDermott does with his.
It
has nothing against Sean McDermott. That's just what
I don't want to see it, but I feel like you'd have to look at what they did without them. Without Mahomes or Brady to compare the two of them better.
True.
I think he was better without Mahomes than he was without Brady.
I'm with you.
I think the coaching is...
for years, and even with Alex, he had Alex Smith. I remember he was good.
They made the playoffs his first year in Kansas City or second year, but. Yeah, I think the coaching is more important than the talent. So I'd probably say... Huh? I'd probably say the Chiefs.
Yeah.
But, like, I think like yes, like
You mean
McDermott's not as good as Andy Reid, but
Same diff.
I think Mahomes is like good enough to overcome the stupid decisions that McDermott makes when it comes to like whether it's like play calls or whatever, like time management. Like I think Mahomes could do
But I
that,
also
but
feel like
I think
that
the
Andy
coaching of
Reid
Andy
would
Reid and
also-
Josh Allen might be the reason.
Can I explain, like go off what you just said was, so
Yeah,
Mahomes can
go
fix
ahead.
his issues, and I feel like Andy Reid would fix Allen's issues. Of like when it comes to moments of what to do, his knowledge would go fill his gaps in. I feel like they would both fill in each other's gaps of lack of ability.
Yeah, I think Andy Reid's scheme would help Josh Allen be more successful than he's been.
Oh, yeah. I think he'll have an MVP.
Like I think Josh Allen, like he has the talent, obviously, but I think it's the coaching and the play calling that stops them more than the talent that they have
Yeah.
or the time management or whatever. It's the coaching. But you wanna go on?
Yeah, let's move on.
Next one, Myles Garrett requested a trade from the Browns. Where
As he
would you
should.
like him to go, or where would you like to see him?
Before we get
I think
started
that
with
means the
this,
same
can we just-
thing.
are
I
we
think I
going
just
to-
said the same thing twice.
Yeah, you did.
Pretty
Anyway.
much. Should we just say like non-biased with like obviously all of us would, if we're gonna see him on any team, we'd all like Jesse. Oh, he'd love to see him on the Steelers, Ravens, and Commanders. But just
Take bias out of
So
the
we
conversation.
can't say our team.
let's just not say our teams because obviously
Because
we
obviously we're
wanna
all
see
gonna
him on
say our teams
We
respectfully.
wouldn't want him on our team. But like, if you're just like non-biased, also I'm gonna throw in the Eagles for you because
That I would also
Yeah,
have
Well,
to.
that's not my team. That's my second team.
you're wearing Eagles.
You're wearing Eagles stuff
So?
right now, buddy. Buddy,
just like-
buddy.
My fiance is an
buddy,
Eagles fan.
Buddy.
That's why I
saying
have
they're
it.
your team.
buddy.
Because when yeah.
No, that should count for just the Ravens.
Nope, me and him both agree. The Eagles also
I
count.
agree.
Because
I agree.
I don't
obviously
agree.
You'd also
But
be happy
anyway.
that he went to the Eagles too.
Yeah, I would.
So that's exactly what. Like we already know this.
Because that defense would be freaking insane.
It would be.
It would
I'm
be.
agreeing,
Not because they're my second team.
but we
think it
already agreed it
fits.
would be crazy.
Howie Roseman would do it too.
Can I just say my part? Because I don't really have much to say on it.
No, you're good. I would
As
love
long
to
as
hear
he
what you
doesn't
said.
go to the AFC North, I don't care where he goes. As long as he's not in the AFC North, I
You gotta
do.
pick-
I
you gotta pick a
do
team.
not care. I don't care.
You gotta pick a team. Just pick a
don't, I
team.
don't care.
Just pick a team.
I don't care.
Just pick a team. Just say a team.
Now he's gonna piss me
Jesse,
off.
just say the team.
Now he's gonna piss me
Just
off.
say a team.
I'm not saying a team. I don't really care where he goes. I really don't.
It's not the game or the question.
It's not. It's nothing will sway me. What you want me to say?
Just
Lions.
say a
Lions.
team you'd like
Lions.
to. You think it'd be
Lions.
cool
I'd
him to
love
be
to
on.
see him on the Lions with Aiden Hutchinson.
I was honestly between the Lions.
Jeez, bro, it's just a freaking question.
Yeah,
I didn't
We're
have
trying-
an answer. I literally said I don't care as long as he's not in the AFC North. I don't care.
that is an answer.
I don't care.
It is, but I want to know
Why
what
don't you
team
say-
you would
why
like
don't
to
you say
see
your
him
answer?
on. Mine's. I can't see my teams. The Bears,
The Bears would be nasty.
because they need it, or the Packers.
Yeah, just send him from one losing franchise to another.
I was agreeing with the Lions or
Oh yeah, he did say he wanted to go to contender, so I don't. Packers would make sense
the
then,
Vikings though. They could use him a lot. actually.
or
I want him in the AFC still. So if he doesn't go to our
Chargers.
team, so
I'm saying
gonna
the
say
Chargers,
send him to Buffalo.
because they.
Him and Buffalo, they need a pass rusher like that because Von Miller will retire sooner than later. And
will.
They just need to make because he wants an extension. So whatever team gets him,
the Patriots, I've
they
seen,
need
are
to.
a team that can afford it. And I saw that they might trade the 4th overall pick.
Yeah, but
Not like they need it.
The Bills
I
and the-
I don't think
not the Bills, the Browns.
Miles Garrett. I don't think Miles Garrett would go there.
Yeah, so the Browns will have the 2 and the
Like
4.
he would pull over Hassan Reddick.
Oh my gosh.
They could get Fedora and Travis Hunter in one fell swoop.
That's the problem with it though. Like obviously the
Too bad.
Patriots would be able to afford him like an extension,
That's what I'm saying. They can afford it.
but the thing like if you did that, I don't think he would show up.
It would be another Hassan Reddick
I'm gonna
situation.
say I feel
Because he doesn't want to be on a losing team again.
Biased with the Commanders on. I feel like that we could fit both of the categories of being able to afford him and.
You could, but unfortunately, we said we can't say it.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I'm not gonna like.
Yeah.
I'm like
Based on his
the category.
I could see it.
Based on his conditions, that's what there's. Some of the teams don't make sense because of the things he said.
Team he goes to, that's not the AFC North. If it's a contender and he's happy where he is, I wish him the best because he's been on the Browns for so long and it's been nothing but mediocrity. So he deserves something good to come out of this.
Send him to Kansas City.
He has one playoff win, and he's one of the best pass rushers that we've ever seen.
No denying that.
So this man deserves.
As long as he's not in the AFC North,
same as I say Max Crosby should be going
anywhere else.
I want him out of.
That's the team. I saw that someone said like on Twitter that if the Raiders traded for him and had Max Crosby and Myles Garrett,
that would be nasty. But they'd have like.
But also they're not a.
Yeah, they draft one.
What pick do they have?
But I think the biggest thing Myles Garrett wanted out of this is that I want to go to a contender. He wants to go get a ring.
No, I'm not. I don't agree with it, but that would be absolutely insane.
San Francisco and Myles Garrett would be insane.
If you wanted that same sort of thing,
I think that would make make the most sense. Be like, okay, the Niners have the team right now that you can make him a contender. Add Myles Garrett to it.
They also have the 10th pick that they can send him.
Exactly.
And
yeah.
Wait, do the Browns? No, the Browns have a good running back.
The Browns?
Yeah.
They have a good running back.
Yeah.
Nick Chubb is aging.
Nick Chubb's, I said good.
He's aging.
I didn't say great.
He's aging.
He's a free agent.
He was good before his other knee injury.
He's a free agent too, so maybe they'll draft Ashton Jeanty.
That's the problem. He can't stay healthy. If he stayed healthy, he'd be. He might be the best running back in the league.
There's like 4 above him still, even when he's healthy.
If he never had knee injuries, he could possibly be the best running back in football.
See, I'm sorry, but if we take away knee injuries, then we're also still have CMC above him, Saquon Barkley, because he doesn't have his Achilles injury.
I'm just saying. I'm saying there's a possibility. I didn't say he was, or he would have been. I'm saying there could have been a possibility.
That's a rough take.
That's not a rough take.
It's a rough take.
It's not.
I mean, then
based on his production
no
before
Todd Gurley could be still amazing.
Todd Gurley would still be a top 5 running back
if it wasn't I didn't say he was going to be. It was just a possibility.
Todd Gurley on the Rams right now.
Are you not? Do you not agree that he was probably already a top 5 running back before his injuries?
I think he was 5.
I would also.
Maybe, no, not 5, like 4.
5 or 4, yeah.
So I'm just saying, before all these injuries added up, he was already a top 5.
Yeah, but you said the best.
No, I said the possibility. I didn't say he would have been. Did not say that. Don't twist my words.
I'm not gonna twist.
Don't twist that take into being something it's not.
I'm going to, because that's what we do.
It's not though.
That's what we
do. That's not what I said.
That's
though.
Literally.
Everyone knows that's not what I said.
That's literally what we're doing. That's literally what we're doing right now.
All right. Anyway, let's just next.
Don't twist my take.
Do you want next
I don't want people thinking I'm saying that.
That's fine.
No, there wasn't a next question. It was something Cam Newton said on First Take. I think it was like a week ago or something
Cam Newton said he would not trade his MVP for a Super Bowl.
Honestly, 2 things I have to say.
I love Cam Newton, but that's stupid. That's one of the stupidest things I've ever heard.
Talk about cutting off. I was saying I have 2 things to say about that. Like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Let's go. Thank you.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. My apologies.
Turn your listening ears on.
Go.
The hostility is still here, and it's strong today. Go ahead.
That all started when he
I didn't like being cut off. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Neither.
Go ahead, Michael.
Good.
Go ahead, Michael.
Right.
Say what
Don't
you want.
even start.
Cam Newton selecting his individual awards over a team success is exactly why he didn't last longer. Because he ended up choosing a lot of individual success in his career, and that's how he chose the personal play of not diving on that Super Bowl. He decided to look after himself, not the team, which is why they ended up losing the ball in that play and ended up losing the game. Choosing plays like that, you're of course going to choose. Why not keep my individual award over? I
think the thing is that it would be different if he never got to a Super Bowl and only had the MVP to call his own. that's different. Because they'd be like, okay, I totally understand that because if the only achieving thing that you had was an MVP, sure, then anybody would possibly say, I'd rather keep my MVP
like
than
an
the Super
Adrian
Bowl.
Peterson.
Exactly.
Like
but at the end of the day,
never went to a Super Bowl.
You got to the Super Bowl. You had one of the best teams in football when you got to the Super Bowl. One of the best offenses we've ever seen play on the football field. It was insane.
I wouldn't go that far. He was great.
I'm saying that in 2015. That 2015 year, that team was insane. I'm not saying in totality of the NFL.
That's what he said.
Because there's been a lot
It is what he said, but it's like
okay. That's not what I meant.
I'll let you rephrase.
You see how it feels?
No, Jesse.
Shut the frick
Jesse,
up.
I'm gonna. That is what you said, but I'm gonna let you rephrase it in a different way.
I'm going to rephrase myself. In that year of 2015, that was the best offense that played football.
They had the best offense in the league that year. Is that what you're saying?
Sure. Yes.
I'm not trying to like.
You're clarifying me, and I appreciate
before
it. Yes.
I like
Best?
bash you for what you're saying. I want to question you.
Honestly,
Yes.
I don't know off the top of my head.
That was the best offense in football that year.
Yeah, it had to be.
In what way?
I think
ran
it was
the ball well. They
offensive
threw the ball
offensive
well.
yards.
Like
as a
ranking?
team, offensive yards.
The
I think
Panthers?
they had the most passing. I think he had the most passing yards that year by far.
I'm just saying, like, are we talking about like total offense?
I believe so.
Like points,
This
just
was
points per
2014 or
game.
15?
What were we talking?
I want to say it was 2015
It was 2015.
because that 2014 was his rookie year, I believe.
2015, they went 15-1, and it was that year.
So I just.
No, you're good.
All right,
I'm asking, like, I don't know off the top of my head their league rankings on offense that year. I know they were very good, obviously.
I also just think that
One of the best seasons we've seen.
Super Bowl, the narrative was the best offense versus the best defense because the Broncos, their defense at that time was, I think, the highest defense that year. I believe. I don't know if it was top 5,
They were.
but I believe they were one of the top
number
ones.
one defense.
They were
Exactly.
versus the number
So
one.
I think that the narrative of that Super Bowl was the best offense versus the best defense.
So no flies.
So that's where that came from. Why I said what I
Von Miller
said.
was insane that year.
that was
Yeah,
his,
Von Miller.
that was his
Von
second
Miller.
year.
That was like prime Von Miller.
I think that was his second year.
Yeah, that's the same thing happened with Bobby Wagner. Like that
Yeah, I agree.
second year was
Yeah.
Super Bowl champion.
And so when
Crazy.
like if he didn't make the Super Bowl, I would totally understand why he said what he said. But the fact that he made the Super Bowl and they lost,
It makes it harder for
that's
us to
crazy because if you had that Super Bowl ring, you definitely wouldn't be saying that. But because you don't have it, then it would be like, I like what I have.
Yeah, I don't agree. I think it's really stupid that he said that because if he won the Super Bowl and not MVP, we would have completely different conversations on his legacy.
Okay, Luke, what's his name? Greg Olsen had 1,000 yards that year as a tight end. Back then.
Greg Olsen was on that team.
Jonathan Stewart was their running back.
Dang, I forgot he was on that team that year. Goodness gracious, yeah.
But do you think that if he won a Super Bowl and not an MVP, that I think that we would be having completely different conversations on his legacy as a
He would
quarterback.
still have been there longer. He would
have never gone to the Patriots. He would have never had that break and then went back to the Panthers. I think what year was that? They went back like 20. I want to say 2022. Was it?
His last team was the Patriots, I think.
No, he went back to he played a game back on the Panthers. I know because there was that meme when he scored a touchdown and he said,
Well, he
"I'm
did.
back."
Yeah, he came back for one. He came back for like 3 games.
Yeah, he was on the Panthers though. Same number, everything, just with dreads.
I'm pretty sure he went back.
I'm so
He
positive.
went from the Patriots to
I'm
the
so
Panthers in the same
positive.
season.
I'm so positive.
I think
Hold on.
because I think they cut him. But anyway, do you agree? Like, I think if he won a Super Bowl and not MVP, his
2021.
his legacy would be completely different. Because quarterbacks are judged on Super Bowls, whether we like it or not. I don't think it should be only Super Bowls, but I think the Super Bowl should be a big part of it. So if he won a Super Bowl,
Stuff like
not an
Hall of Fame
MVP,
status, like like our big like
like legacy wise, he would
Hall of Fames.
like we wouldn't be talking about him as like a quitter. Sometimes, like at some point in his career, he's a quitter. He's not. Like, yes, he was a pioneer for rushing quarterbacks, but that's really it.
He'd be up there. He'd be up there with the Michael Vicks and Lamar Jacksons and all them. He'd be up there with them and the
So I think
Cunninghams.
he's already up there with Michael Vick.
I mean, but I'm saying like they're like if he got that ring,
I think
he'd be more
he's
highly
past
valued.
Michael Vick.
Yeah, he'd definitely
He'd be
Michael Vick
highly
couldn't
valued.
pass for anything. He had like a few good years with the Falcons and then went downhill.
What, like one once he left the Falcons, it was
his career went. Like, I'm sorry, everyone. It's like
he had a good.
Let's not disrespect Michael Vick now. Let's not disrespect Michael Vick.
He had a good tenure with the Eagles, but he was not the same player because he went to jail.
Yeah.
I won't disagree, but let's just not disrespect him.
No one's disrespecting Michael Vick.
I'm just saying, we're getting into that territory.
We're not.
Kind of are.
We're not.
We're tiptoeing in there.
We're not. We're just saying that he was different when he went from the Falcons, jail, and then the Eagles.
I appreciate that you're just being honest about it.
I loved Michael Vick. He was a great quarterback.
No one's disrespecting Vick.
His memory is remembered better than it actually was.
No, yes.
Okay.
I'm not. No one's we're just saying that when he was on the Falcons, he was absolutely insane. He got in trouble. He went to jail, and then he wasn't the same player on the Eagles as he was on the Falcons. He was very good on the Eagles.
I've got it right here. The Panthers were the number 1 ranked offense and the number 6 ranked defense. Sorry, that's what we're talking about with the Panthers. Cool. I was trying to find that. But yeah, it's like there's a lot of players I feel like that we have you remember them being better than they were just because of they were exciting to watch or stuff. Because it's like RG3, I remember it being a lot better, and then I go back and watch. It's like it was.
Yeah.
Like definitely,
RG3
would have been in that conversation if he never messed up his knee.
Yeah, like there's a lot of players that like things that.
I think that's a different story because that organization screwed him.
Yeah, I agree.
Because they made him play in that playoff game. Because he hurt his knee and then he went to that playoff game and destroyed it.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, no, not disagreeing.
No, but I mean. I don't know. I think that was kind of a stupid statement by him. By Cam Newton.
Oh, Cam Newton. I was
saying he'd rather have an MVP than a Super Bowl.
You're not stupid.
Like if you're playing, I feel like if you're playing football in the NFL, like yes, MVPs are nice and they're cool and they're a legacy piece, but like in the end, everyone wants to win a Super Bowl. Everyone would probably give up a lot of individual stuff to win.
Can I play devil's advocate for a second?
Unless you're a selfish player, but
go right ahead and
can I play devil's? Yeah. So I think also, I don't want to say this to be certain. I don't think we can assume that if he did pick up that fumble, that Super Bowl changes. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't.
So I don't agree with
there was also
that necessarily.
There is some context where it was like. Maybe that the defense was just better than that offense that Super Bowl. So just for playing in that realm of things, we don't know exactly what would have happened if he did pick up that fumble. But if he did, and then they played better than the Super Bowl, it'd be a different story. It was 2014.
Yeah, because the 2015 Super Bowl was Seahawks.
Okay, I apologize then.
Wait, that's not even the right year. It
had to be.
No, his rookie year was 2013.
2016 Super Bowl.
It was a 2016 Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Okay.
His rookie year was 2013.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, yeah, because that 2015, the Seahawks...
But I thought that was his second year.
The Seahawks whooped the Broncos that year, right?
Yes.
And then 2016 was Panthers, Broncos, and then that year was the Seahawks, Patriots. Yeah, I think that's what it was.
2016 Super Bowl was Panthers, Broncos.
I'd probably say I think the Broncos probably win anyway. Because let's say they turn that into a touchdown, that drive.
Somehow, someway, yeah.
Like, let's say the Panthers get the ball and they score a touchdown on that drive.
Mm-hmm. That's a
who says that like swing. They get the other touchdown?
We don't know. That now
who says that they tie the game?
Now we're in the what ifs and what could have happened. So we don't know.
Rushing 4, ball comes out of the hands of Newton. It's on the ground and it's still on the ground. Picked up by T.J. Ward at the 4-yard line.
Personally, I think the Broncos would have won anyway. Because I think that defense was that good.
All right. Well, I'm done with this. You want to move on to the game?
Yes, now we're going to go into drafting all-time teams from the Eagles and Chiefs. And if they played any point on these teams, it could be a game. They count. That's how we're going to do it.
All right.
I stole this idea.
See, here's the thing.
I stole this from Cabs Off, so thank you for that.
I'm just really going to have to lock in.
But... yeah, so we're doing all-time team, snake draft style, Chiefs and Eagles, and we're going to go. All right, Michael's got the first pick.
Patrick Mahomes.
All right, Patrick Mahomes. Jesse's up.
I guess there's no point. Just give me Saquon Barkley.
All right, Saquon Barkley.
I can have a really bad quarterback, but at least I know my running's fine.
All right.
I mean, really a bad quarterback? I mean, we only need one quarterback each, so.
I'm going to take...
Above average. Yeah.
Be funny.
But you took the best one, so.
Yes.
I'm going to take LaShawn McCoy. And then next pick, I'm taking Joe Montana. We're doing snake draft. Were you confused?
No. I forgot Joe Montana was a Chief. Give me AJ.
AJ Brown.
I'm gonna draft Julio Jones.
Julio
Wait, do we get all these
Jones.
people in their prime?
Yes.
Sure. We can say that.
He never prefaced that when
Yeah,
we
we can
started.
do it. We'll do prime.
We'll do Jamal Charles.
Jamal Charles.
That's smart. That's a
good
smart play.
pick.
That's a smart play.
Jesse.
I should probably take quarterback now before I lose, don't I?
Yeah.
Pick the guy I'm thinking of.
Actually, hold on. We haven't taken. Give me Travis Kelce. Screw that.
Travis
Give me the best tight end in
Kelce.
football.
Travis
We should draft-
Kelce.
Sorry,
but-
one of the best tight ends in football. Because there
Alright.
are other people that say otherwise.
Oh, speaking of that, I'm taking Tony Gonzalez.
There it is.
That's what I was gonna.
Yep.
That just reminded me of that.
Jesse.
When Jesse said one of, I was like, oh, Tony.
Well, I didn't think he was gonna think that. I was just saying there are other tight ends like Gronk and other people like
And
that.
Tony Gonzalez, only two other tight ends that have ever been.
Respect George Kittle.
No, he's nowhere near the top 3.
He's got to be at least a
Oh, there's another
in
tight
conversation.
end on the Eagles that was pretty good. I don't know if you can think of him. Oh, wait, I get another one. What am I doing? Wide receiver. Give me Tyreek Hill.
Give me Josh Gordon.
Josh Gordon. He did play
He
on the
was on the team in
Chiefs.
2021.
He did play on the Chiefs.
Terrell Owens is one of the guys I'm gonna draft next.
I respect that. Heavy. That was a good pick.
Yeah, I'm probably just saying this is Zach Ertz.
Yeah, I think Zach's good.
Zach Ertz.
Can't go wrong with Zach.
Yeah, can't go wrong with it.
Can't
All right.
go wrong. Nope.
Jesse, you're next.
Jesse, you're up.
Give me Michael Vick as my quarterback.
Oh, that's not even who I was. I don't know how I didn't miss that guy.
Randall Cunningham.
I was gonna say
Randall Cunningham.
Randall
was my
Cunningham or Donovan
second.
McNabb.
He was my second. But I'll take Vick. Vick still had some speed left in him.
All right.
Technically Carson Wentz.
Technically, Carson Wentz.
He'd also be in his prime. He's on both teams.
Carson Wentz is also a pick.
Oh my
But now I'm
gosh.
just in the flex. And I feel good about my team. I feel good about my
Wide
team right now.
receiver
So
two.
I feel good.
Oh my gosh.
See if I can get
Michael
another
took my
stud
freaking
running
pick.
back.
I was gonna pick T.O. I'm trying to think of Chief wide
Oh
receivers.
my gosh. We all didn't say one
Like the two, I
that
think.
we should have
What?
said. And I know exactly who I'm picking. Let's freaking go. I know who I'm picking now.
Who?
I know who I'm not saying a word. I'm not saying a gosh darn word. But I know exactly who I'm picking. You're going to be sick when I say his name. You could be absolutely sick when I say his
I'm
name.
gonna take Deshaun Jackson.
You fricker. That's what I was going to say. Dang it.
All right.
Just give me LeGarrette Blunt.
Flex. Oh wait, I have a flex player. Oh wait, you can take LeGarrette.
I'll take
I was
LeGarrette
gonna
Blunt.
I was gonna take him.
All right, who you gonna take?
Look,
I thought he said it already. My bad.
I don't know how to spell LeGarrette, so I'm just guessing. That's wrong. That's way off. I know it's way off.
You know,
Oh, I'm taking Brees Holmes.
oh no, I'm taking D Hop.
Nope, that's not what I was thinking at
Who
all.
were you thinking I was gonna take? I know I already took mine.
You're taking D.
Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah,
Because he technically played for the
my
Chiefs
God.
in 2020.
Alright.
He technically played for the Chiefs
I
in
had Jamal-
2020.
but I had
That
Jamal
would have been a
Charles.
crazy pull.
I had Jamal Charles. I liked him a lot better.
That would have been a crazy pull.
Both crazy. You were the one
Alright.
surprised who wouldn't have taken him.
All right, so the lineups.
That makes me mad.
Jesse has Michael Vick, Saquon Barkley, AJ Brown, Josh Gordon, Travis Kelce, and LeGarrette Blunt.
I should have taken.
I have Joe
Le'Veon.
Montana, LaShawn McCoy, Tyreek Hill, Deshaun Jackson, Tony Gonzalez, and Priest Holmes. Michael has Patrick Mahomes, Jamal Charles, Julio Jones, T.O., Zach Ertz, and DeAndre Hopkins. So now
It's time to make our picks.
Now we're going to pick our winners for Super Bowl 59.
I wonder who Jake's gonna pick.
Nah, we already know who it is.
Okay, fine. I'm picking the Eagles.
All right, Jesse.
They want to take the fun out of it. I'm just kidding.
Well, you're wearing Eagles.
I'm
hat.
kidding.
You took the
Relax.
fun out of it.
Just pick. Pick the freaking game. That
Fly
was my
Eagles
fault.
fly, baby. Go
That
ahead,
was my
Michael.
fault. I apologize, Jesse. What is that?
The Chiefs.
Bible verse for the episode is 1 Corinthians 13, 4 through 5, which says, "Love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. It does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs." So yeah, when I was reading this verse this morning in my devotions, it was basically talking about how, basically kind of what I said a couple weeks ago, loving with action. And this was just talking about how we need to know what love looks like in practice. And so basically what they was saying was like, love never gives up. Love doesn't want what it doesn't have a swelled head, doesn't force itself on others, isn't always me first. And so it's very hard for us to try to practice that in our daily lives. And I think it's important that we have to remember where we get our definition of love is Jesus. Jesus is the true definition of love. It says in Colossians about he's the image of the invisible God who is love, like it says in 1 John. So we just truly have to look to Jesus to show love in practical daily lives, and I think that's important. Mostly if you listen to the episode a couple weeks ago, I talked about it, so this is just me regurgitating those same things, but yeah, that's the verse of the episode. So
the only thing I was gonna add is like, because some people don't know how to like, they're like, oh, what do you like people say, oh, love like Jesus, and people are like, what does that even mean? Mm-hmm. Like, just
there are verses in the Bible. There's
Yeah,
stuff
like,
that he
go
said
to
in
the
the
Word.
Gospels, and there's stuff that he, like, you can see in his actions how Jesus showed love to everybody. And also, I know it doesn't seem like it, and I think this was a very good verse for today, because it seems like we don't like each other, which is not the case. We are very passionate about our opinions, and
it's all love.
We will debate each other to no end. This is like literally why we started doing this, was because we love debating with each other about the NFL, and so we like.
Yeah,
this is just where all this stems from.
It does seem like we hate each other
but
sometimes.
That's not the case. We don't hate each other at all. It's just that we're very passionate about.
We're passionate guys.
And we're passionate about specific things that we love talking about. So like football, and other things. Like we got very passionate earlier about the Grammys and about the Luka Doncic trade, which is crazy. So like there's other things outside
Craziest
football
trade I've ever
that
seen.
we talk about. But
in any sport,
I know it doesn't seem like we love each other, but we do. We all, like, we're literally in his wedding. we're literally in his wedding. Like,
yeah, they're my groomsmen.
We wouldn't be in his wedding if he didn't like have some sympathy to us. So I know
like
sympathy is the wrong word, but you got.
I get what you're trying to say.
Yes.
Yeah, like
yeah.
All right.
It's just
And without
passion. That's all it is.
Well, I got to do my thing. Do you have anything else you want to say?
Oh no, I'm good.
No. Jake, do you have anything else you want to say?
I'm good.
I have one more thing to say.
Okay.
Beyonce shouldn't have won the country album of the year in the
Facts.
Grammys. I'm sorry.
This is rigged. It's like the Chiefs.
And don't say because it's Black History Month she should have won. No. That's not what we're doing.
You
no.
can say that.
No. I can say that.
I can't.
I can say that. Post Malone should have won. F1 Trillion should have won. Or at least, what was her name?
Anything else.
The
Any other
Alchemist,
country album.
Casey Musgraves.
Yeah.
Listen to that album front to back. I think that album deserved it way more than Beyonce's album. But anyway, that's just me. Jake Hens with the outro. I'm done.
That's
before
going to
I rant
wrap
anymore.
up this episode of the Triple Threat Podcast. Make sure you go check out our channel. We appreciate if you hit that like and subscribe button. Please hit it. It helps us a lot.
Please.
We appreciate it. We'll see you next episode. God bless y'all. Peace.